Hello, 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 guys and gals and non-binary pals. Welcome to what will be kind of weird because of how time works when I'm recording this and when I'm releasing this. So, September 5th is the release of Wilds of Eldraine on the Arena client. And then September 8th, this Friday, is when the actual set will release in paper. So this is a fun, weird Wilds of Eldraine release date thing for Magic the Gathering on MTG Arena. Basically, I wanted to open packs and things like I normally would in a stream, but do it as a video. So that's what we're going to do today. The cool thing, or at least the thing that I find cool about the Wilds of Eldraine stuff is that when I open the game and get all of this stuff that I've acquired for purchasing it with money, everything set mastery wise I got through using Google Books, buying a bunch of books while they had like 4 times points rewards sort of things, spending money to buy the books that I wanted to read. I got the points, which I then converted into Google Play credit, which I then used enough Google Play credit to basically get all of this for free. If that tells you how many books I have read in the past 2 months, I've read a lot of books. I read an entire series that has 24 books in like 24, 25-ish days. It was fun. But basically all of this stuff that I'm getting right now was, for the most part, kind of free to me because of how many books I bought. So I got 50 Wilds of Eldraine packs, which for every 10 packs you get a golden pack that has more rares and things, so 5 of those. And then we also got Agatha the Vile Cauldron and Ariette of the Charmed Apple, plus the 2 cosmetics as the cards. So technically I could argue that I got all this stuff for free, but in reality I just bought a bunch of books because I like reading. These are all the cards that are being added to the game as like extra enchanting tales, I think is what they've called these art styles. Looks like they're already banned in Historic, so you cannot use them. But that's cool. Yeah, Wilds of Eldraine, available now. Woo! Oh, and the following sets are now only playable in standard Historic play mode. Cool. Got a lot of arena style stuff. Restless Bivouac is a Wild of Eldraine card, so that's cool. So we already got a Wild of Eldraine card. We got a second one, third, fourth, and fifth. Ooh, another mythic. That's cool. And anything else with that? It said click more. I don't know. But the other thing I did, it's showing the Mastery Pass. Yeah, I have the Mastery Pass because that's technically, theoretically, free to me. Theoretically. I already have a mill deck that I want to build using some of the Wilds of Eldraine cards, so I'm looking forward to that. This one gives me 3 packs and some basic lands. Oh, the not full art ones. That's cool. And I have 31k coins stockpiled, so I could get even more Wilds of Eldraine packs, which I probably will do. But I already have a mill deck that I want to play. However, when I was like putting it together online, it was saying that one of the cards was an illegal card for the format of Explorer, which it shouldn't be, because the card is originally a card from Hour of Devastation, which should have been an Amonkhet remastered, but is instead in Enchanting Tales from Wilds of Eldraine. So I don't know if I'm gonna be, if the game is going to let me use it or not. Ooh, full art lands. Those look kind of cool, but not. Okay, this mountain actually looks pretty cool, with all the ladders going everywhere. Rowan and Will, the Kenrith siblings who no longer have their shared spark. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna get, let's see, I have 31k. We're gonna get 10 packs. Oh, we're gonna get 10 more packs. And how much more until the thingy? Purchase 9 more Wilds of Eldraine packs to earn a golden pack. Okay. There's 6. And then there's 3. Cool. And now I get another golden pack. Awesome. Yay. Now we open packs. The other thing I did was last week I finally bought the Lord of the Rings set Mastery Pass, because I knew that I would be opening these packs, and so I figured, well, there's a bunch more packs in there, and for the most part the amount of gems that are in it is going to make it so that it's worth it, so I may as well. So we've got a bunch of packs to open, and that's going to be the whole point of this. Open all Dominaria United packs. Okay. Oh well, it does that. This is trippy. Defiler of Instinct, Yavimaya Coast, and Solkanar the Tainted. Cool. Let's open Brothers War. It's kind of trippy to me how it opens 3 packs at once. Ooh. We got 4 rares. Tokasia's Welcome. The Semblance Anvil, that's kind of cool. Fateful Handoff. And Queen Kayla. Okay. I don't actually know what a lot of these cards do just by reading. And I don't want to read. None of them are new, so I don't really care. Is the other way to read that. But the other cool thing is that now it gives me more wild cards. Rona, that's a combo piece for a lot of things. Rare wild card is cool. Can always use those. There's a Brawl, Invasion of Fiora, Grimgrin, Corpseborn. Apparently never had that guy. Kroxa and Kunaros, never had that one either. Awesome. If I open all the Lord of the Rings ones at once, it's just going to be the rares, isn't it? No, it's going to do this whole thing still. This feels bizarre to me and I don't like it. And I think that that kind of showed what they were. Sauron the Dark Lord and Last March of the Ents. Cool. I don't know if I like this. So if I click, okay, it only lets you open 10 at a time. I thought that it was going to let me open all at once, and I was like, well, that ruins the fun. But if it only lets me open 10 at a time. We're going to slow roll these, though. These are the ones that are new cards, so everything's going to say that's the first that I get. Grasp of Fate. That's a cool heart thingy. Pawn Shield. Hair. Creature tokens. Control get +1/+1. Use a creature vision. I'm not going to read all of these because I know that I need to stop trying to make videos that are accidentally 2 hours long. Grurk's Uprising is cool. For honestly, the most part, I'm looking for these Enchanting Tales. That's the name of the art style that they're doing for those. Because they're all enchantments. Unnatural Growth, Mythic Rare Wildcard. That's cool. And then I don't really care too much about the actual cards in the set. Because I know how this is going to work. Yay, this is the guy I was looking for. Cruel Somnophage. And a sorcery that makes a player mill 4 cards, and then it is a big creature based off of the number of creature cards in all the graveyards. This is the one rare card I was actually looking for, because I want to put 3 of these, I think, into a mill deck, just to have some creatures, but also it's a mill spell. So that's why I was wanting that card specifically. I want to open the gold cards last because they are more geared towards they will give you cards that you don't have before they'll give you cards that you do have, sort of thing. Impact Tremors is fun. It's a fun combo piece for infinite enters the battlefield effects. Virtue of Courage. This is a cycle. There's 5 virtues. They all have a thing of Embrith something. Castle Embrith, Castle Vanitras, things like that. Let's just open 10 at a time. Let's see what this does right now. Oh, it does the weird animation of opening every single thing. Oh, that was really hard to... Curiosity, Vampiric Rites, Utopia Sprawl, Dark Tutelage, Intangible Virtue, Season of Growth, Stab Wound. That sounds threatening. None of the rest of them are... Okay, those are the only Enchanting Tales. Unless some of these are rare Enchanting Tale stuffs. Karmic Justice is a rare, so that's hidden there. Restless Fortress. They've got another cycle of lands that can animate themselves. Repercussion and Virtue of Loyalty. Both mythic rares, that's cool. I do kind of like this because it lets you see all of the lesser desired cards, but you still get to look back at them. There was a blue enchantment. Compulsion. Okay, never mind. Hatching Plans. One of the blue enchantments that I'm actually looking for is Fraying Sanity. Dawn of Hope. That's not bad. There's a rare wild card. Virtue of Strength. Talion the Kindly Lord. McKinley Lord. Rowan Scion of War. I didn't mean to open them one at a time. Whoops. Oops the daisies. That's okay. Open 10 at a time. We'll keep doing this for a little bit. Just means that now I have one that I can open one at a time. I don't like that it kind of shows you what it is as it's flipping over. Versus Fine Stock. Another land. Leyline of Lightning. Oh yeah, they put the ley lines in this as well. Virtue of Persistence. Defense of the Heart. Beginning of your upkeep, an opponent controls more. 3 or more creatures. Sacrifice it. Oh, 2 creatures put on the battlefield. A lot of the virtues. There's a mythic rare wild card, and there's the blue virtue. So yeah, they each have a Virtue of Persistence has the Lockthwain Scorn. Virtue of Loyalty has Arden Veil Fealty. Vanitress Visions. Virtue of Knowledge. Yeah. That's the gist of these. I've not seen the Enchanting Tales blue enchantment I'm looking for. Waste Not. I know one of my friends really likes this card, and so this artwork might be right up their alley. I know I've streamed with them a few times. Copy Enchantment. Not the blue enchantment I was looking for. Leyline of Anticipation is a good one. Will Sign of Peace. It's an intriguing one. I'm not seeing any of those. Hardened Scales. Leyline of Abundance. These are all good ones. Another Cruel Somniphage, so that's one less I've got to craft. Moonshaker Cavalry. This is a card that I want to get in paper. It's being compared to Craterhoof Behemoth, which is a green card that pretty much costs the same amount of mana, but only gives your creatures trample instead of flying. And that one gives flying instead of trample. Ooh, 2 Restless Fortresses. That makes 3 as far as I'm aware. Forced Fruition. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7. As foretold. I'm getting all of the blue enchantments that I don't actually want. Like, specifically, I'm looking for the one that I don't have, it seems. Ashiok, so the thing that they're changing with Wilds of Eldraine is there's only one Planeswalker in it. So going forward, that's probably going to be the case for all of the sets, which kind of sucks, because I think a lot of people really like the side Planeswalkers more than just the main Planeswalker. Hedging Plains, that one looked interesting, just as a image. Forced Fruition again. Restless Fortress, that makes the 4th one. Rankle's Prank. Agate of the Vile Cauldron. Grave Pact. Beseech the Mirror. This is apparently a card that is busted in specific formats, such as Legacy, because you can get to 4 mana pretty easily. We're just going to open these one at a time, because these are all rares. They should... Actually, no. Let's open 7, because they changed how this works. So now all of these get to be cool looking. I don't like that you can kind of see them as they flip around. That's the part that bugs me. I'm not clicking the button that says Reveal All. It breaks the anticipation. So these are all rares from any standard sets, I believe. I believe they're only standard. Forge News. Not standard only, because this is a Lord of the Rings one. This is the red-blue Manland. Darkslick Shores, another one of those is always good. Sir Ginger. Sir Ginger, the Mealender. The last time that when the original Thrones of Eldraine came out, this character was in the beginning animation with her and the gingerbread man, and they were like baked together and lived together until they got hit by a flood of milk. And I believe it destroys the Ginger Brute, which he got a card, but she did not. So now she has her own card in Wilds of Eldraine. Another Forge Anew. That's interesting. Dang. I did not get any of the... Awake in the Woods is fun. Phyrexian Obliterate is a fun card. Siege the Mirror is a broken card. Invasion of Chandelar. I like the Invasions. Gix. I don't really like Gix as a character, but... Ooh. A rather bad Saheeli. Watcher in the Waters. Virtue of Knowledge. Ariat of the Charmed Apple. All will be one. Summit Vizier of Noctamon. Noctamon? Yeah, I think I said that right. But yay, that was all of them. I know of 20 rares, 10 mythics, 100 commons, and 148 uncommon cards. So, that was opening the packs. Yay. That only took us about 20 minutes or so. And I should and probably and could end it there. But we're going to make one deck, which is the mill deck that I wanted to build. I'm going to see if I can put that card in. I'm going to quickly delete a deck. Oh, we're going to delete this deck actually, because that was just a fun thing of playing against my online friend. Okay, we're gonna do this. Waiting for the Sava. I'm going to first and foremost see if this one card that I have been wanting to get is actually listed as part of Explorer, because it should be legal, though it's not always showing as legal. Select format, first and foremost, Explorer. I'm gonna make sure that it only shows me Explorer legal cards. Currently, it's still showing me the Escape from Orthanc. Orthanc? I don't know. I don't know Lord of the Rings locations very well. No game. You're gonna respond. This is what I don't like. There we go. It worked. Okay. I can get rid of. Can select which one I'd like to look at. I'm gonna go with blue. Can select which version of Disdainful Stroke I like. I am looking specifically for a 3-cost. Not as foretold. A 3-cost enchantment. Which I'm already past it. Okay, let's click craft. Let's see if I can craft it. Because if I can't make this deck with the card that I am looking for, then I don't particularly want to make this deck. Why is it only showing craftable cards? Oh. What the heck? Is it just showing all the new cards first? It's showing all the new cards first. Okay. I was very concerned for a second. Like, what the heck is happening here? And why is it not letting this work? But I figured it out. is not liking me clicking this go to the next page faster than I would like me to. This is interesting. I need to get to mana value 3, which I could have just clicked on the button up top and done it that way, but I figured that that would be a little bit more difficult for the game to handle because I thought that it might crash. So we're going to do this the long way. I need to get to mana value 3, please. This is still only at 2s. Come on. There's a lot of early game things you can do in blue, apparently. Here we go. Alright, I'm looking for the Enchanting Tales. Where is it? It's a card that starts with F. Yes! It lets it work! Yes! In the online, on the deck building website that I was on, it wasn't showing up as an option. This is now going to lag suddenly as it tries to load over to it. But I'm very glad that this lets it actually work. Yes. Okay. Somnophage. I want to say that it was 3 that I was putting in there. And we're going to search by the keyword mill, because that's just easier. 4 of those, and then it was, I think 3 of those, and then we do 3 of those, and then we did 4 of those, and then I did 3 of those. Did I put any Ashiok's in the main board? I can't remember. You know what? This is the perk of I'm on my computer. I can pull this deck list up on my phone and be much more correct. Tasha's Hideous Laughters also. A card I know I wanted in this deck. I think it was also only a 3. A 3F? Am I right in this? Let's see. Oh, it was 4 of these. It was 4 Ruined Crabs. Blood Chief's Thirst was the other one, and Startold. Started Awake. What? It's because it wasn't collected. I did 3 of these. Because this lets target opponent mill 13, and then it comes back as a creature. But with a Fraying Sanity on the field, its target opponent mills 13, and then at the end step mills another 13, so mill 26. So the idea is turn 1 play a Ruined Crab, turn 2 Maddening Cacophony, or cast the mill 4 side of Cruel Somnophage. Turn 3, play a Fraying Sanity. Turn 4, I can Startled Awake or play Jace. I can -5 Jace to have them mill 15 cards, which then Fraying Sanity will double to be 30 cards. That's the idea of it, and I really like it. And then we're gonna do Fatal Push. 4 of them. Drown in the lock. I don't have to type the whole thing, but I chose to. 4 of those. And Bloodchief's Thirst. Bloodchief. 4 of those. That's 60 cards in the deck. And then we go look at the lands. No, we're gonna stick with those. We're gonna stick with those swamps and islands. I'm not gonna do that. It's 1 castle of each kind, 1 hall of storm giants, 1 Otawara. I did 1 castle. Did I put Takanuma in? I did not. And we're gonna do none of these black and other cards. We've got 2 Dark Slick Shores. I've got 3 Watery Graves, which means I'll have to craft 1, but that's okay. I've got 2 Field of Ruins, 4 Fabled Passages, and 2 Demolition Fields. For the simple fact that I wanted to be able to remove their stuff. Without having any amount of problems of things. Oh, that's right, I have to click on the colorless names. Crystal Grotto does stuff again. Oh, it got reprinted too. Yes, I like this art actually a lot more than the original one. Interesting. Let's get rid of the blue and black part, because I don't need those yet. Then we've got 2 Demolition Fields. We got 2 Field of Ruins, 4 Fabled Passages, and 4 islands, 2 swamps. Okay, 3 Watery Graves, 2 swamps, so I'll go down on a swamp. I'll figure that out in a second. 1 Otawara, 4 islands, 1 Hall of Storm Giants, yep. 2 Field of Ruins, 4 Fabled Passages, 2 Demolition Fields, 2 Dark Slick Shores, 1 Castle Vantris, 1 Castle Lochthwain. That makes 59 cards. So let's see. We've got 3 Fraying Sanities. We've got 4 Fatal Pushes, 4 Drown in the Locks, 4 Tasha's Hideous Laughters. That's the difference. 3 Startled Awakes, 3 Maddening Cacophonies, 4 Bloodchief Thirsts, 4 Ruin Crabs, 4 Cruel Somnophages, 4 Jace, the Perfected Minds. Alright. Fraying Mill. Then, in the sideboard, which is the part that I have struggled the most to figure out, get rid of that. Get rid of that one. It's the part that I've struggled the most to figure out, simply because I could literally use whatever to try to make it work, but I'm struggling. We're gonna go with go blank because it's a discard effect and it exiles the graveyard. We're gonna go with the Graph Digger's Cage because it stops them from bringing their graveyards back. We're gonna go with some Ley Lines of the Void. And I only have 2 of them. I don't have the cool looking thing, so we'll go 3 of them. If I'm gonna craft it out, I want the cool looking one. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna craft it, I want the cool one. And then we've got some Mystical Disputes, because those are really good against other blue decks. I've got Sheoldred's Edict. We go 4 of that instead of 3. And then we've got a Soulless Jailer. Just one of them. Yeah, this is my sideboard. And it is simply Hand Hate and exile. You can't let creatures come back from the graveyard or the libraries, and you can't cast spells from the graveyard to the libraries. Soulless Jailer is you can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile, so it stops like Impulse Draw, which is until the end of this turn, next turn, whenever you can cast a spell from exile or play this card from exile. Impulse Draw. And permanents in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Mystical Dispute is a blue mana counter a blue spell. Sheoldred's Edict forces people to sacrifice Planeswalker, non-token creature, or token creatures, which sometimes is the problem, and it helps me target something without being able to target it. Leyline of the Void is I am milling you, I'm filling your graveyard. Leyline of the Void says if you're a graveyard-centric deck that wants your graveyard to be filled, it's now an exile instead. I do kind of like this artwork of the Leyline of the Void a whole lot more than this one, but this is the classic one that I'm most aware of. I have an older one, but it's not even on Arena. We're gonna make sure that I've got at least one of these, because if I ever just do a best of 7, I would like to have at least one of each of the 7 cards in the deck. Yeah. Okay. And then to craft the deck, 4 rares, 3 mythic rares, 2 uncommons. 2 uncommons. Sheoldred's Edict and the Mystical Dispute. I was confused by that. If you couldn't tell by me saying 2 uncommons, what? Sort of thing. But yeah, this is the mill deck that I am wanting to run. The plan I have for this is that I will either record a bunch of ranked games using this deck and then like piece it together and be like, at the end of September, this is how the deck did. Because I figure if I'm going to do anything on ranked mode, I would like to try and play using a deck that I will enjoy. This is Dimir. I could use that, if nothing else. Or Ashiok. But the idea being that this is a deck that I will enjoy because I like mill, I like to play mill, and so I will have fun playing mill. I'm going to choose that one actually. Just because.
The flesh-ridden cannot perceive. Only find
opinions. I'm playing Mill. I could have the cute Courtly Fairy. I could have the Progress Might, which is blue-blackish. Yeah, let's go with this Might. Cool. This is the deck. And so to change it so that you can see the whole deck all at once and kind of know what's going on. This is how it looks. And I'm going to enjoy playing this technically off camera, but I don't know how much work it's going to be to record a bunch of these and then put them together. I wanted to do a best of 3 deck and try and make it so that I could actually progress on the ranked ladder and maybe get up to like gold or platinum, I think. No. It goes gold. It goes copper, which is like the bronze. Bronze rank is where you start. Let me just click on this thing. I'm fairly confident that it tells you something about how the ranking system works. I've only gotten up to what I believe was platinum once. And it was not platinum 1 or anything like that. It was just like a little bit better than gold or something, to my knowledge. I think profile shows you're ranked. Let's see. Yeah, you have bronze divided into 3 ranks. 4 ranks even. Looks like unranked is tier 4. Tier 3, silver, gold, platinum. I have hit this platinum once. So what I want to try to do is see if I can hit this platinum one or get even into the diamond ones. And that's what I want to try to record videos for. And like get to the point of, ooh, I'm diamond. I can actually like feel accomplished sort of thing. Because I don't normally try. I play ranked, but I play ranked best of 1 because it's quicker. And it just means that I don't have to try to like, I don't have to care so much about whether I win or lose with a ranked game, even though I should care the whole time that I'm playing ranked. I know that. But the best I've done is platinum, so I'm thinking that it'd be fun to try to get to diamond. And heck, if I get to mythic, I'd feel great about myself for once. But it is only 24 days to do this, so I'm going to try to do that. Probably record some of them, but not all of them. And then, especially because I'm working on editing videos together, and trying to learn how to do that better and better, hopefully I can just show, like, I don't want to pick just the, like, games that I won and, like, show me ranking up, but definitely show, like, the ones that are, like, this was very interesting, or this was cool, or here was an interaction I didn't know about, sort of thing. Or just showcasing new cards and things like that. But that's the plan that I would like to go with for this. I mean, still doing the daily quests and things. The quests that I have blue and black, so therefore I can play that new mill deck and still get a lot of my quest achievements done this time. But that might not necessarily be the same thing. What is this one? Complete 3 quick draft matches. That's a thing? This is new. I don't know what that is. I'll explore that later. But thank you guys for watching the pack openings. I hope that it was fun, even if you don't really follow what is going on with Magic or understand what a lot of the cards do. I am not reading what most of the Wilds of Eldraine cards do specifically, so I am just as much in that boat of, I don't know what that does, but okay, as a lot of you guys are. And I know to some of you guys it's just, ooh, look, pretty artwork. Oh, you won. Oh, you lost. What? How did that happen? Sorts of things. And I completely understand that, because that's kind of how I started playing this game. I'm just like, okay, I didn't follow that, but I guess that makes sense. I don't have a way to stop it, but that works? Okay. That was kind of all how I played up until I got to college and then went, oh, yeah, that does work that way, and those two things combo together, and now I'm understanding how to do counter magic better. Cool. I got it. I was definitely the dumb kid who was like, oh, the first thing they're casting must be the most important. Counterspell that. Whereas a lot of times it's the second thing is more important, but they're trying to get you to use the counterspell on the first one. Things like that. I wasn't bright as a kid. But all that to say, thank you guys for watching. Look forward to more Magic content that I will attempt to do either throughout the week or at the end of the month, with the, I want to use the word conglomeration, but that's not technically the right thing, with the conglomeration of a bunch of different clips, hopefully, if I have learned how to edit better by the end of the month, in which I try to play ranked and show you guys the ranked stuff. But thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Peace out.